What's going on, everyone? Welcome to a new episode of Mostly Wrong Opinions. I am Tyrone. That is Devin. Wait! Before you make another live action film, just don't really,
Stop. Please, don't do it.
It is the Pinocchio film, starring Tom Hanks and Wood.
And the CGI guys.
And the CGI guys in the green suits, and they're just...
Right. But this is specifically Disney's Pinocchio. Pinocchio, yes. The actual story, is like a very old story. But Disney's Pinocchio kind of smoothed out some of those edges. Pinocchio was a much more violent guy and a liar. I mean, he kills Jiminy Cricket. And in the original story, yeah, kills him with a hammer, dude. Wow. But anyway, this is not that version. This is the Disney version. Pinocchio himself looks just like the Disney version, complete with the yellow hat, all that good stuff. And this movie is pointless. This is a pointless movie. Pointless, soulless, dead-eyed movie. I don't get this. I don't understand it. And everyone thought I was freaking crazy when I said that about Lion King. I'm like, what the heck is the point of this?
Who said you were crazy? This is before we even had Mostly Wrong Opinions.
People really enjoyed the Lion King remake. And I'm like, why? It's the same movie, shot for shot, word for word. Why? What is the point? I don't really remember the original cartoon that much, to be honest with you. Probably saw it when I was a kid, but I don't remember it. But apparently, it's very close to the original. I think there are a couple new characters, a couple new songs, something like that. But it's very close, very similar. And I can only think of one reason why this movie exists. Well, two reasons why this movie exists. One, Disney is trying to make money, as they do. Quick cash grab, and it's going to work very well for Disney. They're very good at this. And then another reason why is maybe, from what I understand, I don't have kids, but from what I understand, kids think hand-drawn animation looks old. So they don't...
We talked about this.
Yeah. So they don't like to watch hand-drawn animation anymore, which is interesting. And they will watch CGI. This movie is mostly CGI, computer-generated garbage. So it looks like ass to me, but maybe a kid, this would, be more appealing than the original version. Other than that, I don't see any reason why you would watch this movie. I found it to be boring and random, because I barely remembered the original. So I'm like, okay, so a fox is gonna kidnap him. Okay, I was like, all right, I see the fox is gonna be the main bad guy, and oh wait, the fox is gone. he's out of the whole movie. Oh, okay. The kidnapper guy is gonna be the main bad. No, he's gone. Okay. Well, okay. Oh, now they're being turned to donkeys. So this is the main part of the story. No, he's getting eaten by a whale or some kind of a sea monster. Now it felt random. I'm like, what is happening? I could never guess what the heck was going to happen from scene to scene. And it's a classic movie, so apparently no one cares. But it was not a fun watch.
You just said the whole film right there.
I did. That's the movie.
When the fairy came down and made Pinocchio alive, she also granted Jiminy Cricket to be his conscience. Right. So Jiminy Cricket was around there just running after him, and every single scene that he was in, trying to make sure he's all right. And he's like, Pinocchio!
But giving virtually no advice. I'm like, what's the point of Jiminy Cricket? He was the most advice he gave was stay in school. And then Pinocchio was like, all right. And so he goes to school and school kicks him out. So I'm like, well, I mean, why'd you listen to Jiminy Cricket after that? I wouldn't. He was wrong. So one of the things that I noticed that I never picked up on as a kid is this movie's freaking scary. Have you noticed that?
Bro, the whole fucking, the beginning, but also the whole thing with the freaking carnival thing. I'm like,
that was weird. There's a little boy who's dead, and I guess... So does his soul go into the puppet? And I'm like, that's the story of Chucky, dog. And then it's like dark, and he's sitting in the moonlight, and he's like, I'm like, yo, that's terrifying. If Pinocchio had picked up a knife and killed Geppetto, we'd have a really interesting movie here, but we don't.
We'd have child's play.
You have your mother's eyes, and they were always too fucking close together.
And there are moments where Pinocchio's like he was riding the horse, Pinocchio's head would turn all the way around and look behind him. I mean, that's creepy, dog. That was really scary. Like, this movie is way scarier than I remember it being.
I hate kids.
I kind of feel Geppetto is a irresponsible parent.
Yeah, he really is.
He's like, go to school. I'm like, all right. He just sends him out there to go to school. It's like, bro.
And then he loses him the first day. I'm like, damn, son. No wonder your first kid died. I'm like, dude, irresponsible, man.
And then your wife died. And all that. God, me. You don't deserve people around you, Geppetto.
Yeah, you deserve to be by yourself, dog.
Pinocchio is very impressionable. And, you know, people will get into his head and make him want to do things and stuff like that.
Because he's like a blank slate, you know. He's like literally just got born. So, yeah, it's like a baby.
Yeah, exactly. You know, ain't nobody trying to kiss him or nothing. So,
that was a reference to another episode. Please don't read too much into this. Okay. So, I just think this is boring, dude. I thought it was boring and pointless. And Tom Hanks is there. And as you said, he did not carry this movie at all. He seemed to be sleepwalking, checked out. I mean, and how could you not be? Because I think he spoke to one guy in the very beginning of the film. Someone went to go buy a clock, and he was like, no, I don't sell my clocks. And then after that, Tom Hanks interacted with no other humans. None. Zero. The most interaction he has is literally mumbling to himself and talking to a puppet. And, you know, I couldn't help but think of Castaway. Because he literally did ride a boat, and he seemed like a psychopath talking to himself. So the difference I kind of feel bad for him.
The difference between I can say with Castaway and this film, he had an actual set and environment to be on in Castaway.
Exactly. He was physically somewhere. This time he was like in his garage or something filming this film.
Yep. Yeah. And then he called his neighbor over to do that one scene. I could have did that.
Yeah,
I could have did that.
That was the only really interesting thing about this is Disney's cash grab, right? Like there are even references to other Disney intellectual properties
all in the clocks.
Yeah. So this is truly like a Disney commercial. Disney uses Pinocchio's theme song as like their theme song, the whole "When You Wish Upon a Star" that whole thing. So this really does feel like a Disney commercial. Hey, if you're really into that kind of corporate stuff, you know, hey, go for it. If you're not, no.
And I don't think we are. So let's go ahead and get into the rating of Pinocchio. Soulless, dead. Tom Hanks is phoning it in. He couldn't bring this film home for me. So I'm gonna have to give this film a D.
I too am giving it a D for dog shit. This movie
Jeremy Johns.
Yeah, this movie is boring and pointless. I do not recommend it. After watching it, I'm like, damn, don't even watch the old hand drama, because I didn't enjoy myself at all. I was really bored. This felt like homework.
And it's like the only thing that would make Pinocchio better is if he was running around killing.
That's Chucky. That's right. Yeah. Right. I mean, he really was possessed with the soul of a dead kid. Like that's creepy, yo.
I gave this film a D. Devin gave this film a D. But that is our review for Pinocchio.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Thank you for clicking on this video. And if you did like our review for Pinocchio, please hit that thumbs up. It really does help out the channel. Or you can leave a thumbs down, whichever one you choose. It is your opinion, but just remember one thing, it is mostly wrong. See you guys in another video. We got The Little Mermaid coming up, but that looks hopeful. I got no hope for that movie after seeing this.